What's up, everybody?
Hi, we're here in Tucson, Catalina Foothills.
Literally just in separate rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, last night people thought that we had a falling out because we were doing two different streams, but we did not have a falling out. We are just trying to do two different streams so we both can get the views and everything. Um, so here
And
we
I literally passed out last night for
yeah,
12
Michelle's
hours. So,
not feeling the best, but Michelle's feeling good. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the chat. We wanted to do just a little debrief just because it's so hot out right now. And our energy is depleted. This desert heat is not for
it's not for us Connecticut's.
New England girls are not doing well. So we are just taking our time and we're going to go to Pima County Sheriff's, A&T's, Nancy's, and we're going to go back to KBOA just because we didn't get to put some people's names. If you want your name to be put, please tell us, put it in the chat, and we will try to get everyone's name up there. And oh yeah, Michelle, you do look sunburned.
Yeah, it got me. It's from all the signatures that I wrote everyone's names. But I honestly don't even feel it. I think I get burned so hot.
Yeah.
But honestly, seeing everything oh, hey, Crystal. Oh, hey,
Everyone will come in. Hi,
57,
Crystal.
Texas Peg. Everyone in the chat. Can you hear me okay, Max?
I can hear you fine. So what I did was I turned my volume down.
Oh, I did too. Because we can hear each.
Okay, so it's literally like we're in the same house, but on we're on FaceTime. It's like how they always make fun of people in my generation being like, are you guys in the same room but texting? We
basically.
Oh,
thank you. Yeah, it's volume. I'm honestly surprised that my hair is actually staying because usually with the heat it gets huge, like an afro.
Oh, we also have Nancy on the TV right here. Bring her home. We went to, I don't think I got sunburnt, thank God. But you
had me out there writing everyone's name. Yelling it from the shade.
Yeah. Well, I was spelling it through the alphabet. Sorry, I'm just sending my flight info to someone for my trip. My hubby and I do that. That's funny. Oh yeah, Michelle, last night a few people also thought we were married.
And that's people and what they think is wild.
Yeah, people were like,
my sister did tell me that today.
Yeah, people were like, you're an amazing husband. I was like, well, I am not married, so yeah, it's UV 11. That's hot. We might go jump in the pool at some point.
Yeah, I think we should do it after this live and then we'll go back out.
Yeah, it's a hot day here in Tucson.
The Pima County Sheriff's is about 30 minutes from us, so we definitely want to get there as well. Honestly, guys, I don't feel it. It is very red, but I don't feel it. Oh, wow, look at that.
Apple cider vinegar is people are saying that's a good
remedy. Oh, yeah, remedy. So back to Nancy. Sorry for steering off topic. Honestly, being here, though, is just a lot more eye-opening. I do have to say that one moment. I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, I do have to say, though, it's honestly really sad being here and seeing everything in person. And I guess it just makes things really sad. It's hard to put into words because seeing everything in person, it's just so different than seeing behind a screen and chatting about it.
Yeah, I think once you're here, it has a different feeling. And it's also just so beautiful here. So that's what I keep coming back to. It's so pretty here, like literally looking out this window at a mountain right now. And unfortunately, something terrible happened. And Nancy is not from here, but she came here and she loved it. And it's totally understandable why, because it's such a special place. Everyone's been amazing. We really haven't had a bad experience. And I think it's just really sad. It's shaking up the community. People have different thoughts, but
well, actually, I was going to get into that. From what we've heard from just chatting with everyone in town, I feel like they've all had the same feedback. I feel like they've all think that this was something that just went wrong. They don't think the family has anything to do with it, and it also just sees. It also just seems like none of them think the family's involved. So it's been the same story kind of everywhere that we've gone.
Yeah. And just saying hi to everyone in the chat. Hey guys, welcome in. This is live. We're live right now. We are in Tucson. And it's really hot. It's The sun is strong. We've just been trying to do as much as we can. But hybrids, Mama, welcome in. And yeah, I don't know. We're eager to get back out there, but
It's so hot.
It's next level. Also, this is the Coke. People wanted to watch me open it. I got it last night during my live, and people were interested.
I can't believe I slept through all of this.
Yeah.
I literally didn't hear him.
Mexican Coke. Yes, we do both have Cash App.
I don't have one. I have a Venmo.
Mine is just Mex Official. But yeah, we've been having a good time. Everyone we just have had a good time. 857 was really awesome to bring us brunch. We really just ended up getting Starbucks. So
we were so hot. We just had to get back. Long dress. I saw A&T Old House today. Wow, they must have been broke. I find it odd. Savannah didn't want to help her sister get it's her money, but we want to help. I know.
Yeah, we should. We want to watch the video of JLR talking with the neighbor. Do you want to actually? Oh yeah, look, Marianne's asking. Did you watch the short with the neighbor? Do you want to pull that up, Michelle? I have the link if you need it.
Do you want to put it up? I'll invite you to the screen.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey Shibs.
Hi Shibby.
I'm quilting, Brenda.
Hold on. I've gotten so many more emails since coming here, which I love. Here it is.
Yeah, he was playing someone performing earlier. I was like, that's beautiful.
Yes. Esmeralda's daughter. I can take this off though. Hold on.
Do I have Zelle or PayPal? I do have Zelle. I don't know how to like post that though.
Okay, Michelle, I'm almost ready. Sorry, I have to get on the ground. I hope this doesn't look weird. I think maybe, do you want to come watch it and hear Michelle? I don't know how this is going to work, everyone, because...
Oh, I'll just present it.
I know, but with the volume on?
Yeah, my volume's not on, though.
Okay. One moment, you guys. Okay. Oh, it's long.
Yeah, I like keeping the face masks in the fridge. So when I'm sunburnt, we could put those on. It's really nice.
Does anyone know when in the video he talks with the neighbor, or is this
just him? Today?
It was 16 hours ago, but
no, Janet, we're gonna go after this before we go back out, because it's even like when you're in the car, your phone overheats. So
yeah,
you only have a certain amount of time when you're out there.
I don't know if this is him just talking about it for the entire time, Michelle. So let's just play this and see. Are you reading the chat? Is everyone saying there? Yeah, 45 minutes. Wow, that's long.
I guess we could just like go through it and see. Okay. Oh, he said he made a separate video with the conversation. So just go through maybe his videos.
Okay, let's just do this. I'm going to bring my screen to be shared, Michelle. So just get ready. Can you just monitor the chat, Michelle, to see if what people are saying on where?
He said he clipped the interview.
Okay. So do you think it's in videos probably?
Yeah, go to his videos.
Because this is what I was sent, but it's 42 minutes long. I'm like,
that's probably it. I mean, we could sift through it.
Okay.
Hopefully, does he mind if we use this? I hope not. Sorry.
JLR, thank you please, we'll put the link in the chat if the mods are here. So I'm going to turn on my volume.
Hold on, let me add it to the stage.
See, but it's already echoing.
I'm muting mine. I'm muted.
Okay. Let's try it. Okay, perfect.
Boss's neighbor?
Yeah, and honestly, I kind of kept out of it for many reasons, but I was...
Can everyone hear it? Is everyone saying volume good and everything?
I was in a really bad car accident in December and was pretty banged up with my daughter. And so couldn't move very fast those first few weeks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then my husband got really sick and, the house just needs some work and I was embarrassed and I just kind of, stayed in the shadows. But I tried to get in on on the chat a few times just to share a few things, but I just could never get through.
Here you are. Welcome. I'm sure a lot of people are curious about, anything that you have to say. I mean, where do you live? Like right next door to them?
Yeah, right next door.
What's your name, by the way?
Connie.
Connie. JLR, nice to
Yeah.
meet you. Are
and
you the house that's right on the corner there? Like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that house. Yeah. You had a sign on your door at one point, didn't you? Say like,
Yeah, I put one on like the Thursday. I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday when everybody showed up on the street. And I still have kids that live at home, and the problem was I would have to leave and go to work, and people were just knocking on the door constantly. And we have a cattle dog, and she likes to look out that front window. And every time someone would knock, she'd jump up in the window, and she was literally just about to go crazy. And even after, we put the sign up, and it actually worked, except I guess it was Fox News knocked on the door. My son looked through the peephole and saw two people standing there with microphones ready to shove them in his face. And he looked out, and he saw this bank of cameras staring at our house.
so they were going to ambush your son. If he entered the door, they would have had the cameras right up in his face and microphones.
Yeah, and
Whoa.
he didn't answer because I had told him not to. I mean, he's older, but I still, I just didn't want him messing with that. And so I thought, okay, well, you didn't answer the door, no harm, no foul. And I thought that would be the end of it. But that night on Fox News, there was our house on the news with the dog running back and forth in the window and barking and
Wow.
and everything. And it was just kind of disruptive, it was just constant.
I think we should talk about it, Michelle, just because I don't want to. I know with the copyright thing, you have to.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to start it?
Yes. Are you muted, Michelle? I don't know. Okay.
I am.
I think that is terrible. I mean, especially if it's a young man. I don't know that you should really be going and trying to talk to him and without the parents home and trying to shove the microphone. That is sad. People deserve their privacy. And I don't know. You always should really try and, especially how she said they looked like they were going to try and shove microphones into his face. That's inappropriate. You should at least chat and then try and see if they're comfortable even talking with you. That's how kind of we've done it, Michelle, or just ask.
Yeah, and some people have said I don't want to be live, so we'll just move it away, or that's terrible, especially if he's a younger, someone young. You don't want to put them in that situation.
Yeah. It is interesting, though, that she lives very close and she's deciding to speak out. I don't know that they're going to be happy about someone coming and sharing this. So I'm curious to see what else she says so we can keep going. I don't know if we'll watch the whole thing, everyone. If anyone's you need to see this one part, we can fast forward just because we do 42 minutes. Yeah, that would be a while just because I know we want to get back out there for everyone. But I am curious to hear what's said in this.
The noise, and I understand the neighbors in my neighborhood, but in Nancy's, I don't get it because their house is even more sparse, and you don't hear anybody out there. Our whole front was lit up a couple nights.
Yeah.
When that whole bank of cameras were out there and everything. But, and like I said, if it wasn't for the dog, it wouldn't have been bad, but she just kept hearing stuff and barking all the time. And she was kind of a nervous wreck. And I couldn't, we couldn't leave the house. And it was funny because when you guys were talking about the FBI going door to door in our neighborhood, when the other neighbor was talking about it, the same thing happened to me. I was on the east side working, and I would check your feed, every once in a while. And I came out of a fry store and turned on, YouTube, and you were on there, and I heard your GPS giving directions, and I was like, my daughter was with me. I was like, well, that's our neighborhood. And then I followed, I kind of followed it. And then when you said the FBI was going door to door, I immediately called my husband at work, and I'm like, hey, can you leave early? And we only had the one car at that time because mine had been totaled in the accident. And he's like, well, I don't think I can leave. And I was like, you have to, because they're going to want to go around back. And he's got all this lumber and stuff. And so anyway, we went and picked him up, and he came home, and They came and knocked on the door, and all they, like they did go around back and they searched and everything, but they just said they were looking for something that might have been dropped, and that's all they ever told us.
That's interesting, Connie, because KMP, he's a regular. He's also your neighbor. I don't know if you know him. Do you know him, or you?
I just know him from seeing him on your lives and stuff.
And he pretty much said the same thing. The FBI was asking if anything was discarded on his property, could have been discarded. Yeah. So they did the same thing to you too.
Yeah, they and we said like what, and they just said, oh, something that could have been dropped. So our takeaway was kind of like they were looking for a phone or something.
Sorry guys, there's a bug, and Michelle. Oh my God, Michelle, you just got an amazing super chat. That's insane. You just got two.
Sorry guys, like a huge bug just landed on me in the middle of that.
You're on mute, Michelle.
Oh, hold on. It keeps coming back. So sorry guys, a big bug just landed on my face. Thank you so much, Lisa. You're so sweet. We love you. Thank you so much.
Lisa, that's really, really nice of you.
No, it just scared me. I wasn't expecting it to drop in my face. So I literally jumped. I'm so sorry. And it's always when you're watching or listening to something that you're, Yeah,
that happens.
Always. You're not expecting it.
Yeah. This is interesting. I see people think maybe they were looking for a phone. I mean, something dropped. I don't know if they would have dropped it intentionally, because that would be pretty sloppy to have dropped something by accident and not picked it up. So who the heck knows what might have been dropped. I don't know if maybe they had taken something and then decided to change it. Wow, Lisa, thank you so much. That was so nice of you.
So sweet.
Hey, Pamela. But we will keep watching. And if you have any thoughts, Michelle, just shout out to me. But keep the chat going with your thoughts on what's being said, and we'll try and monitor and point anything out that's being said.
But
oops.
We knew the people, well, and they made the mistake. I guess it was a mistake, but when the first day, when we came out and I was taking my husband to work, I saw a couple cars on the street in front of Annie and Tomaso's, and I did not know them. And then I took him to work. I went to work for a few hours. I came home at lunchtime, and there were more cars on the street. And I remember thinking, I wonder if somebody died and they're having like a reception at a house or something. And then I saw guys, I called my husband, and he goes, well, maybe it has something to do with Savannah Guthrie's mother disappearing. And I'm like, why would they be here? What would that have? And he goes, I don't know. And so I was like, no, it can't be that. And so I went in the house, and the kids were like, Mom, people have been knocking on the door like constantly, and Ivy's going crazy. And I was like, And so I was getting ready to leave. Side note, I'm on a planning committee for an event called Tim Tebow's Night to Shine.
Oh, okay.
And it's a prom for people with special needs.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's always the Friday after Valentine's Day. And so we were having a big planning meeting, and I was on my way to meet my daughter to make name tags. We had like 1,000 people there. It's a pretty big event here in Tucson. Well, it's all over the world. But anyhow, I was getting ready to leave, and someone knocked on the door. And I thought, well, heck with it. I'm just going to find out what's going on. So I opened the door, and I went out, and it was this young guy, and he had on credentials. And I said, I don't know what's going on, but it's been crazy all day. And he said, well, that's why I'm here. And I said, oh. And he said, do you know your neighbors? And I said, no. I said, I knew the people that lived there before, but I've never seen the people that bought the house after them. He was either I think he was an ophthalmologist or an optometrist. I think he was an ophthalmologist.
The prior owner of the house.
Yeah, and he retired, and they moved away. But we would chat with them once in a while, and he was really good to my kids. They were really little at the time when they first moved in, and so and then and he said, well, what he just asked me about the neighborhood, and I told him we'd lived there 35 years, and that we knew the people right across the street from us, and we knew the Campbells who live across the street from Annie and Tommaso. And that was pretty much it, because we don't have a house to the left of us.
Yeah,
And then there's like 2 acres before the next house, and there's nobody diagonal going left until probably 2 lots up. So you just don't, you know, we never even really trick or treated or anything in that neighborhood because the houses are so spread apart. And we had seen a lot of the families were older and they moved away. And so I told him, I said, I've seen a lot more families walking their dogs, and there's kids in the strollers and kids riding bikes. And, you know, as people have passed away and moved out and stuff. But I said, it's been fairly quiet. I said, in the 35 years we've lived there, there's only been 1 robbery that I knew of, and that was our neighbors up. When you go left of our house, so you're heading west, and you go up the.
Isn't that kind of interesting, though? 1 robbery in that neighborhood? Because, I mean, it's not as nice as where Nancy lives. And I'm just surprised by that because just from being here, I mean, people are like, oh, it's normal for people to go missing. It's normal for someone to get robbed. It's normal for this. It's normal for that.
Yeah, they make it like it's like just an everyday thing, especially when they were talking about like her, because she came from money, like it's always like, oh, like it's really like no one's worried about here. We all carry here. This happens all the time. You know, it is sad because she was older that this happened to her, but they're like a lot of old people go missing. It doesn't seem like anyone is super worried about the situation, which is actually really sad. Hi Fin fan.
Hi, Fin fan.
But yeah, that's the whole point that bothered me. And especially when we went into Walmart today and we asked them about, yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you so much. I got like 12 hours of sleep, which is crazy because I'm still tired somehow. Yeah, so Summary Wednesday was on this morning with us. So we went into Walmart and we have our flyers that we want to hand out. We just asked if we could put one up, and they're like, oh no, like our billboard here for like the missing is pre-made and approved from our management or HR, whatever it may be, but they pre-approve who the missing that gets to be put on that wall. To me, it just seems like a lot of the people here feel as if they grieved enough for Nancy, and now they're just kind of letting it go into the hands of those who they feel might be able to resolve the issue and find her. But it doesn't seem as if anyone's really interested in keeping her name out there. And they get kind of like uptight when you ask them about it. They don't really want to discuss anything in detail. That's, I think, just very, very upsetting to see. And especially like the only place that you're really seeing the banner is at KVOA. Everywhere else that we went, you're not seeing anything.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing for Nancy. I don't know. It's really odd. You would think, I don't know. I think it's just people, I don't know what the saying is, but like if it doesn't touch you, then you don't care. That's what it is basically. And I think it's one of those things where if people don't feel it and they don't know who Nancy was or they don't care about it, they're just sort of like, well, you know, they're just desensitized to it. So
also, can I just like do a quick shout out? We have 475 people here right now. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
For joining us. We're doing what we can with the heat here, and we are going to go back out today. It's just the heat is on another level, guys. Yeah, and that's another thing, Tool Girl. Tool Get to Quit. The family's not speaking about it, but also, like I said, no one wants to actually chat about it. That's what's weird, because they find as if this is something that happens every day. And even the guy yesterday, we ran into him again today somehow. Yeah, he was just like, oh yeah, like this happens. She was targeted. And it's all different people that we discuss have the same exact theory here. So to me, they feel bad. Where's your Cash App? Lisa wants to know, Maxie.
Oh, my Cash App is just Max Official.
With 2 X's. I can write it in here.
Okay, yeah, if you want to put it in the chat. Hi, Terry. Okay, we can keep playing this, but everyone, please keep putting your thoughts in. It's so interesting reading the chat. I like the conversation that's going on.
Now, on the right, there's a house
I keep forgetting to hit play on the...
sits back there, and their front door does not face the street. It faces the back. And when they first moved in, I guess somebody was watching them. And when they left the house, someone went in there and stole all the stuff they had moved in. And after that, they took precautions and stuff, put bars on the windows, I think, and different things. But I said, other than that, there has been no crime in our whole neighborhood. And we've never been afraid, to go out walking or do anything. And then he said, well, are you following the Savannah Guthrie mom disappearance? And I said, well, yeah. I said, because I was born and raised here. I watched Savannah on the news. When you watch them every night, you feel like you kind of know them. And I said, I've checked online a couple times just to see if there was an update. Well, he was from the New York Times. And when he put the story out, I had given him my name and everything. He said, I'll send you a link to the story when it comes out. Well, he took that one sentence I said that I had checked social media a couple times. And he said, he put my name and he said, it has said she's obsessively checking for updates on the story. And I thought, well, none of my friends will see it. It's not a big deal. No, my friend's husband saw it. I got phone calls. They were laughing. And
so they twisted your words out.
Yeah, he just changed one little thing, but it made it seem like I was constantly online. Well, then after that, then he told me that Savannah's sister lived next door, and I was like, oh, and I said, I have never seen him. I said, my husband has heard him out in the back piddling. He said it sounded like he had a little shop or something. Maybe like I don't know what he heard, a drill, maybe a circular saw or something. But he just said he heard something that sounded like he had a little shop or something. And but it was just strange because I'd never had seen him put the trash out, the recycling, never saw him walking the dog or anything until after everything happened. And then, they were gone for a while.
Okay, that's really weird. She's never seen him, and he lives in the house, and they've only ever heard him, so he's definitely been there, but they've never seen him. How is that possible?
There's the amount of weirdness that comes out every time I hear something new is absolutely
What is
insane.
that? How is that even possible that you've never seen your neighbor?
And he lives in the house.
Yeah. That's really, really odd. Also, yes, Marianne, JLR's expressions are so good. Someone needs to make him into stickers and GIFs so that you can just use his reactions, because I'm always with him.
And that he put I'm sorry, but whoever wrote that in the chat, that he put the air, what are they, the fans that go around your neck, he put it on his head.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh, TC said keep going. It gets very odd.
When you guys were out there, and then they left, and I think they went and stayed at a house somewhere. And then at some point they came back, and then I started seeing them, and I just thought, is it just because I'm looking over there all the time? But I saw him taking the trash out. I saw him taking the recycling and taking it back a few times.
Yeah. Wait, that was I'm taking a screenshot of that.
His face right there.
I also just want to say thank you so much, Lisa, for the Cash App. You are so sweet.
She's so sweet.
Yeah.
She's so kind. She wants me to make a wish list for Fritz, so I have to do that when I get back.
Fritz, for everyone who doesn't know, is Michelle's huge German Shepherd. He's the sweetest dog ever.
That's my little boy.
And then the last time I saw him was, I'm a 4-H leader. And on Sunday, April 26th, I believe, my daughter and I were leaving really early to go out to the fairgrounds because they were having a small stock auction for the kids with their animal projects. And I was pulling out, and I was looking down, checking my phone real quick, and looked up, and there he was standing in front of my car. And I think he was lighting a cigarette, and he was getting ready to walk the dog. And it startled me, and I just kind of awkwardly waved at him. And then my daughter said, oh, he already waved at me, and I waved back. And I said, oh. And So, he kind of waved and we just took off. And that's the only interaction I've ever had with him, other than, like I said, seeing him taking the trash in.
But what you're saying is, prior to Nancy Guthrie going missing, you've never seen him. Have you seen Annie?
No, I still have never seen her.
So you have never seen your next door neighbor, Annie, at all. You've never seen Tommaso prior to the disappearance of Nancy. After Nancy went missing, then you started seeing him more, taking the trash out and recycling?
Yeah, and walking the dog. I saw him walking the dog once. They had a little black dog.
But you didn't see Annie at all?
No. And
a little black dog. They have a little black dog?
I guess, because he was walking a little black dog. I'd never seen it before.
That's random. Is it not?
This whole thing is so weird.
Yeah, I don't know what to think. The little black dog, is it Toto from The Wizard of Oz? I mean, I'm truly just getting more and more lost.
People who live across the street from them, he walked over to our house the day the FBI was going door to door, and he had waved to them and said hi a few times, and he had seen them, but not the way all the other neighbors, the people next door, he's very close to, and we had talked quite a bit, and he just kind of said they were, I don't remember exactly what word he used, but the way I took it was kind of standoffish, not real friendly. So he just kind of let him be. He didn't really pursue anything. Whereas the people that lived there before, they used to come out of their house and he'd come out of his, and they'd stand out in the street and talk all the time.
As a kid, I watched my dad build a manufacturing business from the ground up. That's why
Yeah.
So the way you're taking it and the way the other neighbor told you about his interaction with Tommaso, standoffish, and then they never came out. Like no one really knows anything about them.
Yeah, they just kind of, like I said, I never even saw their cars coming and going until after everything happened.
What kind of cars?
I don't even know, because after the fact, I did see a dark, like a little SUV. I saw Nancy's car in their driveway a couple times.
When?
After everything happened.
Nancy's blue Subaru was in their driveway?
Yeah, the day that you guys were out front of Nancy's, and they were Cameron was there, and I think it was Annie, and they had two separate cars, and they went in two different directions.
Guys, I just want to say we have so many people here watching. That's awesome.
We're almost at 600 people right now. This is insane. Thank you guys so much.
Share the link. Make sure you're liked and subscribed to both Michelle and I, and we'll keep watching.
Just one thing, Max, I want to point on. There's a few people in the chat that are confused about the dog situation because they both had little black dogs, or Nancy had a little black dog. But then I also see some people saying that Annie also had a little black dog. So I'm wondering if they both had little black dogs. I'm confused about that.
I don't know. Oh, Misty says if it's the same dog as was supposed to have passed away at Christmas, Nancy's friend. Yeah, so didn't we think that the dog had passed away? Because that's the thing that everyone says they waited.
Yeah, no, the dog did pass away.
So whose dog is that? My channel's just Max Live. It's my tag name on here.
I can't.
What is I don't know.
Orange Poranges, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is like I wonder, it can't be the same dog. Yeah, I don't think
the same dog.
But it's just weird that that's what they're like they're describing. Do you know what I mean? This whole case is so confusing.
I don't know what to think. I'll hit play.
Yes.
So you guys couldn't follow him? Well, that day I was coming home, and the blue car was in Annie's driveway by her garage.
So interesting. And then you said prior to Nancy being disappeared, your husband did hear him doing things in the back. What did you say?
Yeah, he just heard piddling, like him messing with stuff. And Jim just took it that maybe he was working on a project or something.
How before Nancy went missing? Like right before she went missing, or over the last year?
Over the last year, not any particular time. And he didn't, he never saw him, never talked to him or anything.
Never seen any kids over there?
No.
You like the night Nancy, like January 31st, the first you ever hear anything over there? Did you see Nancy? You never seen Nancy over there? Have you ever seen?
No. And see, the way our house is, they could come and go, and we'd never see them unless they pass by our house.
Because of the trees and everything, right?
Yeah, because there's bushes between the two houses, and unless you can't even. In fact, it was a long time before I even realized that their garage faced our house instead of the street. Their garage faces west, and the house faces north. And I didn't even realize that until, I don't know, at some point. I never really paid attention because it sits back kind of far. And, when you're driving, if you turn to glance that long, you could run into something. So I try to watch where I'm going when I drive. And we typically go the other way most of the time. But
all the neighbors around there, like you're cool with all your neighbors. Like you have correspondence with them and talk to them occasionally, right? All your other neighbors?
Some of them, not the ones that are west of us, because there's one house west of us that when our kids were little, the kids would get together and play, but the kids have all grown up. Their kids are gone. But the couple across the street, the gentleman, he used to fix midget race cars. So they would always have midget race cars going in and out of there. And he restored an old, like a Model T truck and everything. And he passed away, gosh, it's probably been longer than I think. It may have been 2 years ago or something. And I never saw his wife. I thought maybe she had passed away, but she is still alive. She's just kind of homebound. And the other family takes care of her.
So many questions, Connie. Let's go back to the FBI when they came to your house. They only came. How many times did they come to your house? Law enforcement.
Just once that they actually talked to us. I don't know if they ever were there any other time, but yeah, they only knocked on our door once.
They ask about cameras.
Yeah, and we don't have any because, like I said, the only thing ours would pick up is right in front of our house. Since there's just desert to the left of us, and I've been trying to get Jim to get one, but we just, like I said, 35 years we've never had a problem in that neighborhood. And
the FBI go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say he went out with them and walked all around with them. They went out into the desert, the yard, and they
But were they looking towards Annie's house, or were they just looking in your yard in general?
They were just looking. Yeah, they were just looking in general. They even looked in the desert that's on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
It's just like a big dip.
Yep.
Because behind our house is just like a big, we call it a wash, but it's not even really a wash. It's just a piece of land, and it's not, there's nothing on it. So we just, I don't know why we bought that house, because we own property we can't do anything with. But there's, our neighbors are way back on the other side of the wash. There's nobody back there. And so they walked around and they looked around, and, we told them that we'd never met them, never seen them.
Were they asking questions about them? Like, do you know them?
No way. I went the whole day without fixing my strap once. At 50, I finally found...
Sorry.
Yeah, they just kind of said...
An ad that Max is getting.
What's your relationship with them? And I was like, well, we really don't, it's non-existent. I didn't even know they lived there. I've never seen them. I don't know who they are. It's just really weird. It's different. I grew up here, but where I grew up was over, like, behind Park Place Mall.
Yeah.
And the houses are right next to each other, and you were always at your neighbors having coffee and visiting and stuff like that. But that was a different time. All the ladies were home, and all the men went to work. And in my neighborhood, I think most of the women went to work as well as the husbands. I was one of the few that were home, other than retired couples.
When they were asking you questions, did they ask you about Nancy?
No. Mm-mm.
So they asked you about, but they were asking you about Annie and Tommaso.
Yeah, they just asked if we knew them at all, and they asked if we'd seen anything and if we saw anybody on our property and if we'd seen anything, out of the ordinary, and we said no. And we're in and out a lot. It's not like we're in the house all the time. We take the dog out probably 5-6 times a day, and my husband, well, he can't do much right now. He's going to have open heart, but he'll go out and pick up stuff and piddle and do stuff, and we go out and clean out the cars, and right now it's just too hot. You just kind of hibernate.
Did they ask you about anybody else?
Nope.
I love the word that she keeps using, piddle. Like, that's going to be my new word. I'm going to be piddling outside this summer for the rest of the summer.
And I just dropped Max's channel for everyone that's been asking. I put the link in the chat for everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. We are, again, over 600 viewers right now watching with
Thank you
us.
everyone for being here. We're watching JLR's video. He's speaking with Connie, A&T's neighbor.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm here as a referral for Mark the Shark. Good coverage. Yeah, Mark has been awesome.
We love Mark.
He saw the trolls, I think, in the chat this morning and was like, keep your head up. Like, this is just what happens. So we love Mark the Shark. He has a great group of people in his chat at all times.
Yeah. And it is interesting, still coming back to, how are you not seeing the neighbors?
Like what?
It feels weird about it, because
what's her placement though in comparison to like where Annie and Tommaso is? To me, it seems like they are, Criminal Network. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
I wonder where it is in comparison to where this person lives. Like, because we're thinking neighbors is like where we live, like they're side by side.
Yeah.
Maybe it's positioned differently.
We're gonna go and we're gonna see. So she's apparently on the corner. So we'll try and see if we can maybe, I don't want to.
We've honestly have just been parking and getting out. I know, like, that's not good, but we are being
No, don't say that, because now people are going to be like, what the hell? But we only did it like at certain places. We would not do that.
Not at Nancy's. Like, we didn't do it in places where like it's a crime.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. We're being respectful, safe, but we are trying. What are you moving? Oh, the table. He's going to another location.
I hope that this view is okay. This is beautiful Arizona in the back.
Oh, so the houses are not facing each other, Summery Wednesday said.
Yeah, we'll go by.
Big white house that needs serious maintenance. Is that the old house or the new house, KMP Kid? Okay, Brenda, go enjoy.
Yeah, we're gonna go by. This is really interesting to listen to this lady speak, but
we should borrow the lady next door's dog and like start walk. Imagine
he has a cute little white like poodle next door, but she said that his feet are really sensitive because the
it's the old house. Okay.
Why am I blanking on the word for the road?
The pavement?
Pavement. It gets so hot here that apparently it splits his paws, which is terrible.
Okay. That's awful.
Yeah, we are gonna.
Yeah, we're close to everything. So it's like where we're staying. I wish it was a little bit closer. Like, I think with this heat, we literally would go down walking anywhere.
We're drinking. I have literally 4 drinks. I have a Coke, a seltzer water, a water, and then, of course, everyone knows I've fallen in love with the lime cucumber Gatorade. I'm not going to stop talking about it, and I'm not going to stop drinking it.
He needs to be sponsored. But also, we have been doing a good job, I feel like, getting the people around here to talk. A lot of them are either, I know, super shy, or they don't really want to talk about the incident on camera, but it is nice to get, and that's why we're saying it seems like everyone has the same thought process of what happened. So we're just hoping, we're trying to figure out where we can actually print the flyers. I was thinking of bringing the flyers into the Pima County Sheriff's Department when we go and just saying, hey, we're here, we're from Connecticut. We haven't seen anything for the Nancy Guthrie case, like flyers or anything. Is there anywhere you think that we can put these that is safe, that's legal? It would also give us a reason to go in there.
Yeah. Okay. We'll keep watching. There's 20 minutes left, but I'm enjoying it. I kind of want to watch the full thing. So if everyone doesn't mind, we'll do that and then we'll head back out.
Yeah, this is really interesting.
Yeah. And again, thank you, JLR, for doing this. This is awesome that Connie got in contact with him. And it's cool that JLR got to speak with her. So
Max was shaking when he met
yeah, I was
JLR
shaking.
yesterday.
And I said this last night, I'm like, I'm never washing this hand after I shook
I'm crying.
I should have asked him to sign my shirt.
Oh, he would have, I feel.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have a Sharpie at that time, but maybe hopefully we'll run into him again while we're here.
Yeah, Celeste, that's why I want to ask. I'm going to ask the Pima County Sheriff Department where we can hang signs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll hit play on this again.
And we were probably one of the last houses because they had gone, I think they started on the end closest to Annie and Tommaso and went down that one side and then came up our side. And we weren't there, so if they came by the first time, we weren't there. But then after we came home, they showed up within about 10 minutes of us getting back home.
People are asking about coyotes. I don't know if you ever watched one of my clips with the howling coyotes.
Oh yeah. We hear them all the time. We only had a run-in with them once when my kids were doing poultry for 4-H. They ripped through the wire of our chicken coop one time and stole a chicken.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, we hear them because they get rabbits and you hear the rabbits scream. Not every day. But my biggest fear, like we just put a motion light out front, and it's not because I'm scared to go out because of what happened. It's the javelina, because it's so dark that there's been times where I go out and I'm on the phone with a friend and I'm walking around out front and I turn around and there's a javelina. And so that freaks me out more than anything. So I just try to stay away from them. They're just a nuisance.
Do you know if Annie and Tommaso have cameras? They got cameras?
I have not seen any. I can check next time I go by, but I've never seen any.
When was the last time you think they were home? Like, when's the last time they were home, you think?
I'm going to guess sometime the first week of May.
They haven't been back since May?
I haven't.
Wow. First week of May? That's all summer.
Literally all summer.
Perfect time to go to Italy for the summer, though, right? Maybe that's where they...
Oh, you know what? That photo you just shared me, I'm like, where's the dog? I didn't even notice the dog was blended into the shirt.
Oh, yeah. I think it's Lisa sent me the photo of T holding the dog, so we can just look at that later if anyone wants to see it. But it was definitely with us at Christmas. So who knows where the dog is now.
I don't know if he went back to teaching, Tina. From what I've heard, people are saying he did not. We also asked that guy yesterday that his son goes to school with them. And he said that the guy, he kept saying he's like the poor guy, like he's not going back to work. The kid was pulled out of school for 3 months. So again, like I'm saying, people in this area believe that Annie and Tommaso have nothing to do with this, it seems like.
Yeah. I don't know that people are really looking into it. And that's what
they just think this is casual. Like this happens and it's crazy.
But it does. This is what JLR said also. Not JLR, 857. It does happen here, but it doesn't happen to an 84-year-old woman. What's the percentage, Michelle? Less than
1%.
Oh, less than 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they can ever live in Tucson again. I mean, I don't know that I'd feel comfortable. Say they have nothing to do with this. That's going to be really uncomfortable with people knowing all your business and everything. But I don't know. It's weird just how people have moved on from it. So who knows? Okay.
Seen them. I know that even when I had not seen them, I would see their trash out by the street and their recycling.
Who's taking that out?
Well, I think they were. But then all of a sudden, all of July, all of June, and most of May, I have not seen the trash out at all, which leads me to believe no one's there. So I check every time I drive by, I kind of look just to see. And I haven't seen anything. The mail doesn't stop there anymore. So I'm sure they're having their mail forwarded somewhere else.
Oh, okay. The mail doesn't stop there anymore. Interesting.
I haven't
That's the same with Nancy's. When we were at Nancy's, there's a sign saying no packages delivered because people were sending things there, so no mail's going to either of the houses then. Just to give more context.
seen it.
Okay, so according to public records, they apparently had some survey done on their property the day before Nancy vanished. According to the Pima County records, some sort of survey done. Do you know anything about, like, were they? Well, I mean, you don't really know much about them, but you know anything about that, like the properties?
I never saw anybody out there.
Never.
I never saw a truck or workers or anybody. I've seen survey people out in our neighborhood before, like a couple blocks over. I've seen them out, and they have like a tripod and they usually have like an orange flag, and they're usually wearing a vest and stuff. But I have not seen anybody on our street ever. So if they were there, now I will say, no, I don't think I was. I do pet sitting and house sitting on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have been gone a lot. Like, I'm house sitting now. But that week before that, I was home. It's just that I was pretty banged up. So I probably wasn't looking outside at all, And it's very possible a truck pulled up in their driveway and we wouldn't have seen it.
Do you have wells or septic tanks there?
We have a septic tank.
So everyone has a septic tank, more or less.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does their septic tank get clean?
Not that I know of. Haven't seen those trucks out in a long time.
So I know you said, I was kind of reading your text before you called something about you want to debunk misinformation, or there's misinformation out there that you want to set the record straight on something.
Well, there's been a few things. I actually had a list, but it's not with me right now.
Oh.
But just some of the things, like they were saying they only had one car, and I saw two cars several times.
People want to see the dog photo, Michelle. Can I add that to the stage and present it quick?
Yeah.
So you can see, also Michelle, you're on mute. But you can see Dogalicious right here. He's holding it really weird.
What's his name?
Oh no, I just called the dog Dogalicious.
Oh, I was like, there's no way. I honestly didn't even see it. It's Tommaso's the one holding it. I couldn't see it inside of the photo at first. I was like, where's the dog?
And I don't want to like analyze it too much, but why is he holding the dog that way? Is that not weird, Michelle? Like,
he's like holding it backwards almost.
Like a baby, I feel like, and he's holding it like squishing its legs almost.
I know. The
poor pup.
But so whose dog is that? Annie and Tommaso's or Nancy's?
I don't think, does anyone know? I'm getting so confused about the dogs.
Someone said that Nancy had a little bit of a bigger dog.
I don't think that's Nancy's dog.
Nancy's dog passed, I think, like back in December, right? Right before she kind of was taken. If
anyone can, apparently there's another picture. If anyone has the picture and wants to email it to us, we can try and look. So I don't know.
Oh, Sheila said I heard that was Savannah's dog. No way. There's a third black dog.
Oranges. This is another interesting thing. I don't know if you saw this, Michelle, but see how there's a white brick wall behind them?
Yeah.
That's the same place where Annie, Savannah, and Cameron filmed the video together. I think it was a week or 2 weeks after one. For
like the homecoming of Savannah?
Oh, there was a video with that from the homecoming. It was filmed there. And then also there's a video of all of Savannah and the siblings sitting there, and that white brick wall is behind there. So I don't know if that's at Nancy's house or if this is another house, but we have 3 pieces with this. There's this photo, there's video of them, the siblings, and then from the homecoming video. So I don't know if anyone knows. Yeah, she's probably happy because someone says Annie looks happy. She's probably happy because Tommaso's not sitting next to her.
I can't.
Okay, we can go back to GLR if you want to swap it, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Those bricks are smaller than Nancy's. Okay. Nancy had a terrier, and a neighbor said to Brianette and Annie that is Annie's dog. Okay. So that would be Annie's dog.
Oh, it's Annie and T's house, Mel said.
Okay. They have concluded that white brick wall.
Oh, I'm like speaking again with my thing. Yeah. Okay, you noted it anyway. Mel said they have concluded that white brick wall is Annie and T's house.
Okay. The dog hates. Yeah. Doesn't look great. Tomasicino. Okay. Well, we will get on to watching.
So I remember seeing a little truck there as well at one point, like a long time ago. But you know, people were saying, well, they only had one car and they didn't have a car afterwards. They kept their car. They had another car. It might have been a rental, but I know I saw a black, in like a dark brown or a black suburban type car. They were saying that they didn't have a dog, but I saw him walk a dog.
A little dog.
Yeah, well, not tiny, but like kind of like a little terrier or Shih Tzu or something like that.
What color?
I think it was black.
Oh, a little black doggy. I love dogs.
Yeah, and I only saw it that one time.
Did the car being seized? You know that a lot of people talk about their car being seized. Did your neighbors tell you, or do you know anything? It was their car seized and taken?
Well, I didn't see it for a long time, so I only saw that black car, and I like I said, I'd never seen it before. I could have sworn at one time I saw a little truck, but I could also be hallucinating or thinking of something else. Yeah, no, I never saw it. But then again, when they were saying that, you know, they never keep cars that long, I also heard like FBI agents and stuff on different shows say that a lot of times if they did strip the whole car apart, that it does take a long time to put all those electronics and everything back together. And so it does take quite a while. So I didn't really question that it took that long. You know, I wish, you know, sometimes I go back and I'm like, I wish I'd have been out front that night so I could have said, yeah, they came and went. What I don't understand is there are cameras at that Circle K. We go by there all the time, and there are cameras at that gas station at Rudisill.
Yep.
Did they ever get proof of that car going by either direction? Either the Uber taking her or Tommaso taking her home.
Let me ask you. Yeah, go. Yeah. I was just going to ask you, with that being said, do you think your next door neighbor, Tommaso and Annie, are involved with something that happened to Nancy?
Well, and this is where I have to be careful, because if you had asked me when everything happened, I wouldn't have even thought about that. But listening to all these people who are so sure it is them, and when you know, let that go into you so much and you listen to it, then you start thinking and getting scared. And I don't want to be that way, you know? And so, you know, there was a couple times where I went out in the street and just started walking toward their house in the dark. And I got, you know, 3/4 of the way, and I got scared. I turned around and went back home. And I'm
not surprised, because it is dark. Again, I know that Michelle and I keep emphasizing this, but that's our biggest takeaway, I think, from coming here.
That was it. How dark and spooky it was over there. Honestly, like, I don't care if you live there for your whole entire life. Like, even if that was my home, I would still need some sort of security camera, knowing that you're literally just plopped pitch black, and it's very airy over there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
that
really,
was definitely the biggest takeaway, is how dark everything is in this area.
Yeah, it gets super dark. I'm actually even surprised, really, that she thought to try to walk there in the dark, because I don't really understand why you would do that.
You can't.
But I don't know why. I don't know what her motivation was there, but also just to do that is kind of interesting.
Alex said it's not spooky, in my opinion. I think because, like, it was our first time going there, where we knew obviously something happened, something went down, and driving through there was just actually really scary. And even like when we had to like turn around, I was just like, don't want to be stuck here by ourselves, knowing that she was taken out of here.
Yeah.
And whatever went on in that home that night. It's just really sad, because it really turns my stomach to know that that poor woman, 84 years old, was taken out of that home that night, and God knows what happened to her. It's really hard to process, I guess, when you're here in person, because everything just seems 10 times more real.
I'm trying to get the other photo, Michelle, because on Tabitha sent me or told me where to look. Oh, I found it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, well, that's also the thing too. It's like even neighbors, like it still doesn't, you could almost feel like sadness in that area. I personally feel so for the neighbors to just be going about their day and walking their dogs, and there's only just ribbons hanging left in front of Nancy's house.
Mm-hmm. Here's the dog. So I don't know. That dog does look different to me. What do you think, Michelle? Is it the same dog?
Honestly, I can't tell because we don't know the time frame on, but this one, Nancy looks older in this than that photo below. So I think the Christmas photos from a while ago, she looks a little aged in this. So
really, I think it's the opposite. I think she looks younger here.
No, put the other one back. Oh, can we put them both? Look at her here. She looks super young.
Wait, really? I think it's different. Look at her neck here versus in the other one. Go back to the other one.
Hold on.
Watch us analyze this and someone has the answer. I think she looks younger here personally. I don't know what the timeline is. Does anyone know? Like, do we have a date? But also, this is at A&T's house because see the white brick?
Oh, yeah, the white brick again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same dog. I can't tell.
I don't think that's Long Drive. I don't think that that's Nancy's house. I believe that that is A&T's. Can you go back to the other one, Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
It does look like the same dog, I think. Yeah, it is a cute dog.
It's so cute. Unless they all have like the same dog.
I guess she does look younger now that I'm looking at it, Michelle. I just think the neck threw me off, but I think it's the angle.
Yeah.
Which is because also the quality of the two photos, say both those were taken on iPhone. The Christmas one looks older.
Did we finish the interview?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because it's not on the, you have to put it back.
Yeah, in a moment, I'm just trying to.
Excuse me, guys. Oh. Same dog, Anne said.
Oh, that's a good idea. Someone should stalk the Instagram to see if they can find out where it's from. Okay. Yeah. We have about 13 more minutes of this.
Never was like that before all this happened. So, you know, if I don't listen to it, I go back to thinking, no, it wasn't them. But then you start listening. And just the fact that they have not acted like I think I would if it was my mom. You know, and just the silence. And I think that allowing Savannah to be the only one that speaks up, I just think that left a weird feeling for people. And that's what made people start suspecting something, you know. And they are strange people, just their musical taste and their, you know, her supposed writings and all that is not my cup of tea. But that still doesn't make them horrible people, you know. But I just have to be careful about what I listen to because my husband doesn't listen to any of it. So that would be the furthest thing from his mind. He would not think that they did anything.
See, there's another person from Tucson who isn't listening and isn't seeing, for example, the video of T leaving Nancy's house with his pocket stuffed. And there's so many people who are looking at this every day thinking it's them, but the people who aren't, a lot of people in Tucson who have moved on think they're innocent and don't think they had any involvement.
It's really split right now, I feel like, between the two. And being an outsider on it, there's times where I'm like, oh, I feel like the family may be involved, but there's also times where I'm just like, I really can't foresee that. I think that Tommaso, I don't know. I think that maybe money obviously was in question here, but I don't necessarily, right now I'm leaning towards it not being the family. I don't know. I change my mind every day, guys. Please don't judge me for that. It's hard with the information that you get and then you.
I don't think I think most people are changing their mind every day based on what's going on. At this point, I think I've calmed down a little bit, but I think also now that we're in Arizona, it's like I can't even think about what happened because I'm just looking at Arizona, like and her home and everything. So now it's hard. I think when we get back, we're gonna have a revelation, Michelle. And
Well, and that's what the thing is too. It's like a lot of people, like, because I feel like they've known Andy and Tommaso, those have who had him who worked with their children, or they know them, they know the family. I just feel like that's the reason why they don't feel they have anything to do with it. They're like, oh, that poor guy. Like they keep like saying like they feel bad for them and what they're going through. Even that man that was walking on the street today, like in
yeah.
bikini, he was like the poor family.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I'm also wondering, like, again, with that glove that we saw yesterday, by where the remains were. I know that JLR reported that just by saying, we found a glove. They weren't even interested in Pima County wasn't interested, which makes me think like, I personally feel like maybe they have a perp right now and they don't need additional, or they already know around the glove issue, but that's just my personal feeling. And if it's not, then they really just don't care and they're not doing their job at all.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not sure. No streetlights. Yeah, it is very, very dark. And I mean, you can see all the stars clearly there. So I understand, well, maybe not all, but you can see the stars really clearly. So I understand the appeal of living in an area like that. But yeah, the family has not searched for their mother.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part, that's the red flag, is like, why aren't you searching? Why aren't you allowing people to search? And that's what I'm saying is, to me, they have to know more. If that's the case, like there has to be more behind this than what we know.
Yeah. Also, Michelle's 90 away from 2000, you guys. Can we go?
Yay. Thank you all so much.
If you already aren't subbed up to her. I'm gonna hit play, Michelle.
Same with my kids. But when I hear all these people with all their theories, it puts some doubt in your brain,
Interesting.
If that makes sense.
Have you like changed the way, like are you scared in your own neighborhood now?
No, we don't go walking down the street in the dark anyway, but we have really good flashlights. And like I said, we put a motion light out front for when my daughter takes the dog out and stuff. And we honestly, when it's at night, usually it's my husband or my son that take the dog out, not my daughter. And that's just because she would get a little scared. And that was before anything happened. And it was mainly because of the coyotes and the javelina. It wasn't scared of people, But, honestly, it's been a very quiet, and actually Tucson itself has changed a lot. And, I know you don't get into politics and all that, but honestly, when the political scene changed, the way the laws have been upheld and the leniency for certain, like the guy that did that mass shooting downtown, he had been let out. And if other people had been the county attorney, he probably wouldn't have. But he was let out, and then that happened, and he probably mentally had some things going on. And the whole landscape of Tucson has just changed over the years from when I grew up. And a lot of...
That's another thing that we've heard a lot, is that Tucson has changed. And again, I don't know if this is overkill for us saying this, but I do think it's interesting because I hadn't really heard people say that before coming here. But people have talked about the crime, the people not being as respectful, way too overcrowded, bad traffic, just different things like that. So it does seem, Nancy lived here for 5 decades. That's a long time. So it seems like things have changed drastically, even for people who said they've lived here since 2000. The year 2000. So there's been a lot that's happened since then, and things have changed in Tucson. It's a beautiful place, beautiful city, but definitely.
It's beautiful here. Like we can't get over the views. Everyone is so friendly. But obviously there's a lot going on that a lot of people aren't aware of because there's really not many people covering the cases. A lot of cases out here that are going on, they're not giving the proper coverage. And then you have streamers that are trying to do what they can to keep their names out there. and most of them are not getting caught. I mean, that's what was scary chatting with the people here. They were just like, yeah, that's just the thing here.
Mhm. It's
Oh,
great.
okay. Shout out. My sister is in the chat. Alyssa, I love you so much.
Aw.
It doesn't make sense. The family has to know something for them not to keep looking for their mom, or they know where she is. I wouldn't be able to relax like knowing. And I agree. She's also gotten very into this case since we started chatting about it. But she's so right. They have to know more, or they know where she is and they can't say anything.
Mhm.
There's more to this story than we know.
Yeah. The family being quiet, and it's actually, how are you sitting back and relaxing with your mom missing? I genuinely don't understand that. I don't know how they're not teaming up with the streamers. I'd be like, Mark the Shark, I'm hiring you, and bring that drone out here and help me find my mom. Oh, hey, Sal. But I just don't understand how they're not doing they're not working to find her. As far as we know, they're not out there. They're not doing press conferences, no posts on social media, nothing. So
That's what I'm saying, Alex. It's like even the neighbors, like they know something.
yeah, NDAs, as people think that everyone signed.
15 more subs to get max 800. Let's do it. Oh, everyone's saying hi to Alyssa.
We love Alyssa. She's awesome.
She is the best. She's a nurse. She has my two nieces who I'm obsessed with them. One of them is literally my mini, looks identical to me. She's so cute. But
Okay.
all right, let's keep going. And just to say one thing, a lot of my personal life, I don't like speaking about on here. I know a lot of people have made assumptions about me, my personal life, what is going on. I'm not going to talk about that on here. This is my channel to chat about true crime. I don't think anyone should be talking about their personal life. I'm happy my sister hopped on. I don't think I've even told anyone I have a sister. So right now we're focusing on Nancy Guthrie, not chatting about personal life.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense to everyone.
Yeah. I don't think our personal life is one thing. We like to share stories, but I think it's in the right context, and maybe not right now is the right context, if that makes sense. So we have fun. As you guys know, I had a really crazy first job working, bleaching people.
Max used to bleach people's asses, everyone. Like that was his first job. Just saying, he would take the wand.
Job, I think, but
I think he did my sister's before, didn't you?
I did not do Alyssa.
She would totally be down for that.
Yeah,
All right, let's get back before we lose people. But
okay, back to JLR. JLR, thank you for letting us use this.
It has changed, since COVID too. We just had a lot of people move here from different places because it was more open here. Schools were open and different things, and so I don't know, it's just not the same Tucson that but it bothers me when all that the people that are watching you are watching 857 when all they hear is all the bad stuff, because it's got a lot of good stuff going for it too. But it's like I've always been told, being in leadership of 4-H and before that some other things I did, and I led a children's ministry. You only hear from the people that are unhappy. Mm-hmm. All the people that are doing well, typically you don't hear from. So the people that are screaming the loudest don't necessarily speak for the majority. They're just the ones that are not happy with something. So I try to kind of keep things in perspective,
How do you feel about Sheriff Nanos?
He's an idiot. And that bothers me too, because I don't have one single acquaintance, and I haven't seen one single post on any social media site that has been pro Nanos. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of posts of people that say he needs to go, and yet none of these people went out and signed a petition to have him recalled. I don't get it. I don't know if they're afraid that he would come after them. That's something that bothers me. And, everybody's like, because of the county attorney being the person that they are, and the people that they have let go recently, a lot of people think that they won't do anything about him either. And it's just kind of sad. I mean, I just heard that I think it's the county attorney's getting sued or something. There's all these people are getting sued because of different things they've done. And if
Wait,
nothing
Max,
happens,
pause
then
it. Can
nothing's
you
going to
see us
change. But
renting a limo tonight with all of us? Me, you, Alex, JLR 857 streaming.
Oh my God,
We hit up all the
did you
spots.
see
That'll actually be wonderful.
that would be fun.
Rent a bus.
Rent a bus or just get on the public bus with all the crazies. Yeah, that is also true. And while I mean that they might be nervous because they're afraid of what people are saying, I get that. But in my personal opinion, I think the risk outweighs the reward. Oh, wait, sorry. The reward outweighs the risk because I would not stay silent. I would want to keep my mom's name out there. But it would be really fun. So maybe one day avoid the local buses. Yeah, we are not going on the buses.
We heard that. Yeah, we heard to avoid those.
Don't get on because people love
someone's here with the horses, I think. That's amazing.
Oh, that would be awesome. Okay, I'll hit play. We have like 6 more minutes left, or 8.
yeah, he's just, you know, what he did to that lady that's a friend of the other neighbor was horrible. And I know a lot of people that know her and they think she would have been awesome. Would have been a great sheriff. But, you know, because I still don't understand how he made her stay at her house, but.
Yeah. So if you ever want to get that list and call back in or talk, and I said you had a list of things you wanted to set the record straight or misinformation, we'd love to hear more. Anything else you want to add?
No, it's just, you know, it's just kind of, I saw you guys out front. I almost came out about 4 or 5 times. I drove past you over at Nancy's.
Mm-hmm.
I drove past Alex when he went out a while back and sat in front of Annie and Tommaso's all by himself. And I would have stopped and talked to him or gone and gotten him a drink, but I was late for a meeting.
That's cool. You're going to bring Alex a drink.
Yeah, I waved
Nice.
to him. He smiled at me.
Nice.
But, you know, it's kind of like I'm the opposite of all those people that called in. You know, all those people that called in that lived in Canada and Texas and wherever to complain about Alex. I'm like, if you don't like him, why are you watching his live? Because that's the only place you see him. He wasn't on your live. He wasn't on anybody else's live. So I don't get that. And I'm like, I think they're just a bunch of older people that don't have anything better to do, you know, just busybodies. And it's not that I'll speak up if I see something that's really bad, but I'm not going to go and start rumors just to get my 5 minutes of fame or whatever, you know. But those people, I'd like to punch some of them in the nose because I'm like, if you don't like him, don't watch him. You know, he's not hurting you.
Well, we appreciate you watching us. And, you know, we're just trying to get the answers, Connie. We're just trying to, you know, and it's always good to, you know, speak to the people close to Nancy, the people close to Annie and Tommaso, or, you know, live right around. It kind of gets perspective. And we try to, and I think you provided some good insight here that I'm going to process here.
The other thing, too, was people were saying, well, you know, where were the neighbors? Why didn't they ever, you know, have a prayer thing? They did have a prayer vigil for her. And it wasn't at her church. It was St. Philip's in the Hills, I believe. But it was packed out. There wasn't room for everybody. And the news did cover it. And they interviewed some of her friends. This was like right after it happened, though. But, you know, I don't know why people didn't speak up. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. If I was her friend, I'm not sure what I would have done. But they did. And I know that you guys have found a lot of people who don't know her, don't know who she was. All of my friends know about it, know who she was. A lot of them might be because of me, because for a while that's all I was talking about, because it was affecting my life and my family and our neighborhood and whatever. But, you know, I think that it's not that, I think that there's a certain segment of Tucson that does not follow the news at all. They don't watch it. They don't read papers. They don't listen to it. They don't do social media. So they wouldn't know about it. But I think most of the people up north of River probably do know about it. But but I also have friends that live, I don't know, 5 minutes from Nancy's house, and they don't really watch the news because the negativity just affects them and they don't want it. So they go about their life. It's not that they don't care. They just, for their mental health, they don't watch all the news and stuff. And it bothers me sometimes because then they don't know about stuff like this. But at the same time, I understand. But it's not that they don't care, but but the young people, even my kids knew who Savannah Guthrie was just because I used to watch the Today Show. But they had a lot of friends that had no clue what was going on. So I don't know. It's frustrating sometimes, but
Think the case will be solved?
I think eventually, yeah. I think so. I don't know if they'll ever find her unless somebody comes forth and says something, which that's the worst part of it because they can't have a service and say goodbye to her. And I guess the fear is that, I've heard of families that have done that and then the person showed up. I don't think that's going to be the case this time, but what's the proper amount of time to wait before you do have a service and say goodbye to your mom? I don't know.
Will you be my eyes and ears if anything pops off in your neighborhood? You got my number. Will you text me and just let me know if feds or any crazy stuff's going on?
Yeah, I'll let you know. Because
Awesome.
I go by that house every day. So sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. So does my husband. So does my oldest daughter. So yeah, we can definitely let you know.
Thank you, Connie. God bless you.
Sure.
And thanks for stopping by and sharing some insight. And if you have anything else you would ever want to say or anything like that, just shoot me a message and we'll bring you in.
Sure, I will. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to catch you. I was like 5 minutes behind you the whole time. When
Awesome.
You
If you see me out in the field, come say hi.
I will.
Love to shake your hand and say hello.
All righty.
Have a great day. Be blessed.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, time to open this year.
Okay, well, that was great. I mean, she was a wealth of information, truthfully.
Yeah, that was nice that she put herself out there because you never know the type of hate you're going to get from others that either disagree with what you're saying or necessarily don't want you to speak up. So
Yeah.
that's amazing that she did.
I
Max,
hope-
you're at 789 subs.
Wow.
11 more for 800.
That's insane. Thank you, everyone.
And I think I need 10 more for, hold on, 2,000 maybe?
Wow, Michelle. Everyone go over to Cases and
Oh, wait,
Conversations.
no, I need 70. I don't know where that came from. 10 more.
Michelle goes 10 more. You're manifesting.
Yeah, she was really, really good. I also, and like Alex noted before, it's like, why is she living by herself? It's like she was in so much pain. Like he was saying, who's putting her socks on, who's cooking for her.
Yeah.
Even at that point where I know even my grandmother, she's very stubborn, doesn't want to go into a home and live. But there has to be a time where you basically have to just put your foot down and be like, no, like this is the requirements that you're going to have to abide by in order to live by yourself.
Yeah. And I mean, at some point you kind of have to realize that's going to be what's best for you too. You want to be there for your family members. And if you're living at home and it's dangerous, that's not safe. I also just wanted to say, I do like it how everyone's saying, like, thank you to the neighbor for speaking up. Like, thank you, Connie, for speaking up. I think there's so many streamers who don't really have I know that she's kind of a few degrees away from Nancy, but it's good to have someone speaking up who's in the area local, who has kind of more information than we would just from not living here. And I do appreciate the fact that, it's 6 months later and I feel like people are starting to get really fed up. So I'm hoping that more neighbors will come forward. Maybe someone else will come forward. We'll see.
Yeah, like maybe she opened that door for everyone around her to feel like they can speak up. And also I feel like JLR creates a really open space when he interviews. I do like the way that he interviews. He kind of just gives them the floor to speak and just makes it a really comfortable experience, which gives us a really nice interview.
Yeah, I hope that they'll chat with her again. She'll keep her eyes open, let JLR know. So that's good.
And also I feel like a lot of people, oh, and Marianne, go enjoy your dinner. I also feel like a lot of people don't
Oh, hi, KMP kid.
watch YouTube. Like they don't have streamers that they're following, that they because we're the ones that are giving them the behind the scenes and keeping up with what's going on with the neighbors, what they're saying. Obviously, mainstream media is covering a lot up. And that makes me wonder, is that why people just feel safe?
Mhm.
Because they don't know the actual details behind it of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that I got this burnt, guys, because I
Yeah.
was just writing everyone's names on the banner today at KVOA. But we do have lotion. I'm gonna put it on. I just saw this just now.
I think it was coming through at us through the
Yeah, I
window.
think it was coming through the car, which is
My
actually
legs
crazy.
were burning in the car. Also, KMP kid, if I'm not wrong, is Nancy's neighbor or A&T's neighbor, Michelle.
A&T's neighbor.
So thank you also for, keeping Nancy's name out there. But yeah, Michelle definitely needs some. We have lotion in the room and everything, so she'll put some on.
Yeah.
But yeah, JLR was great. That was awesome. And
it is, yeah, it will go away tomorrow. KMP kid, he gets it. Yeah, the sunburn does not last on me.
Exactly.
Me and my sister tan very fast.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, I thought that interview was great. I'm glad we got to watch that. I'm glad we watched that with everyone. And Michelle, you are redder than normal. I thought, yes, I know. I'm so sorry, everyone. I didn't expect to get this red. I didn't even know that I was getting. No, I won't like the wrinkles that come with it, guys.
Of course.
Oh, of course. We really liked putting everyone's names. We felt like all of you guys were with us. So we were there for a reason. We're going to go back and we're going to bring the card.
Yeah, well, I'll show everyone. We have these for Nancy. So we have a card that we thought we got this when we went on our Trader Joe's stream.
We thought that it looked like Arizona. We wanted to write Nancy a really nice letter in there and leave it outside for her.
And then we have these prayer cards that I'm just going to bring and we'll leave. So we'll read them maybe when we're there, but just 3 prayer cards that I had. I collect paper stuff. A lot of people know that about me. And I had these and I went through a bunch of my stuff and I was like, I wonder what Nancy might like. So I just brought and thought she'd like, and I wanted to put there just to keep everything fresh over there. Does anyone else?
KVOA, we didn't put anything outside of her house. We don't want to be disrespectful because I don't think they want anything there. I also don't even want to touch a rock on there. We're keeping our distance. We're just driving by when we go to Nancy's. Question, does anyone else think that the perp could have entered through the garage, pulled a car, and looking at Nancy's car, it looks like someone used the windshield wiper clearing dust maybe. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I think anything's open. I guess it depends on if you think that she went home or not, because that's the question. Also, I might move because I feel like this is super bright with the sun coming in now that the sun is shifting. So I'll sit in front of some cacti.
Alex, please don't.
I'm heading to Nancy's now, saying I won't.
Just kidding, of course. Yeah. Oh, good. Kara likes the card.
Oh, good. Yeah. And then we have the 3 prayer cards.
So I think we're going to head back out soon. It's just, again, that sun and the heat is brutal. Yeah. So we wanted to hop on here, watch that video with you guys, give you the lowdown. We are going to go by Annie and Tommaso's. We really want to go to the Pima County Sheriff's Department. Maybe we'll do that later. We'll go back to KVOA. We're just hitting all the spots as much as possible right now.
So maybe we'll take like a half an hour break. We'll put up a stream so everyone can come over to watch, and then we'll go. We're going to be on our phone streaming, and we're going to hit up all the other places. I think like Michelle and I definitely want to come back because there's so much to do here.
Yeah, honestly, this has been amazing. Everyone loves the cards and the prayer cards.
Good. I'm glad everyone likes it.
Oh, thank you, Jay.
Yeah,
this chat has been way better. Thank you guys so much.
Wait, I just need to say, Orange says I collect greeting cards, always send them to people, but I get attached. I'm the same way. I will literally buy a blank card because I know if I get a card with something nice on it, it's so hard for me to give it away. But this one I will give to Nancy. So I'll put it out there. But yeah, so we're going to head out. And
Yeah, we're gonna head out in a few. I think I might like lay for a minute or so. I'm still so tired, so I'll probably lay for like 15 minutes. We'll get ready, we'll go back out, we'll grab some food, we'll hit all the spots, and we'll take you guys with you. We'll take you guys with us. Oh, do you have a
no,
PO box?
I said, Kay Wilson, I sent Kay Wilson a card actually because I had a cute one. Kay Wilson's a teacher and it had books, so I sent it out there. But Michelle and I are looking into getting a PO box that's like on the list. We might
For when we get back. We just have so much going on, guys. Like this is, it's been a lot.
I leave for Mexico on Friday. Like
I
there's a lot.
won't. Thank you so much.
Um,
Yeah, everyone's saying rest. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna rest for a little bit and then we're gonna head back out and we're gonna have a very Wilson Sen is not
Well,
a
also, TC, I went one night. Oh, thank you, Bev Mac. I also think one thing, okay, and while I'm the same way, I have a bunch of cards from my grandma that I never want to get rid of or send out because I love them, but occasionally, if someone's really special to me, I'll use one for them. So no blue eyes. I promise you we won't be off for 2 hours. And Alta Quest, yes, I'll be streaming when I get to Mexico. So we'll be doing a stream in Mexico. We'll be doing a stream from the TWA hotel. If you don't know it, look it up. Michelle's going to come on and dual stream with me while I'm walking around there.
Yeah, I'm gonna chug water. Everyone's saying drink water. Definitely gonna drink a lot of water. Yeah, I texted Alex, so let's see. I know I think he's going on someone's channel tonight. I think I saw that in the chat as well. Yeah, Alex, if you want us to scoop you up, we will. But yeah, thank you guys so much for, I know, I feel like I can't get enough water.
Yeah.
You guys race and say hi, Dreaded. Love you. Thanks for taking us with you. Thank you, Shibby. Thank you for tuning in.
We won't be off for too long, everyone. Don't worry.
Don't sunbathe, Michelle. No, I'm not. I'm staying indoors. Thank you, Olivia.
Okay. Well, we will chat with.
We'll be back soon. We'll probably be back, I would say 3, just to be safe. And then I'm on Drunk Turkey Show later, but thanks for offering. Yeah, Alex, we're only here for like 5 seconds. We didn't get to meet you.
Yeah, hopefully next time. But thank you everyone so much for watching. That was great. And we're going to be live again later. So make sure you look for Michelle and I. And if you're doing the replay, please subscribe, leave a comment.
Yes, like, subscribe, whatever you want to see from us while we're here, let us know. We will try to do it. Yes, I do have a YouTube. Mine's Cases and Conversations, Shelly.
Yeah.
6 p.m.
Okay, Alex will be live at 6 p.m. with Drunk Turkey.
We'll tune in. See you later, guys.
Bye,
we love you all. Thank you so much. This was amazing. Everyone who tuned in, who's subbing, who's liking, who's being respectful in the chat, who's saying positive things. We love all of you. We see you. I love chatting with you. Everything that you guys have been doing, just keeping our heads up for those who have making us feel so good and positive and making it feel like we're helping from being out here. So we love you guys so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.